Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 20.
Look at the numbers from Penny last week. 10 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. And a London first down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Touchdown, London.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, But the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate
touchdown, Houston. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Watson off play action. And this one complete to Will Fuller. The 30, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little.
There he goes, left side.
Give me some.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A nice little juke. Oh, he sheds himself free. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 50, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't it? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead is down to 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down.
From the gun, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Here's Harbin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 29, Watson got his open man. It's Carr. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down and goal. Watson hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
What a play. What a play.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Complete to number 23. Touchdown, London.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
It is good.
Bullet good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
21.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Watson looks to throw again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans cut into that lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
They'll take over. First down.
London about set to take over on offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And a London first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. This is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Randy Bullock.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's Harvin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and he will take it in for the touchdown from 6 yards away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's Harvin. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Deshaun Watson making his way back out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That last catch, a big one, folks. He's now gone over 300 yards receiving in this game. It is a game for the ages. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Penny will try to punch it in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Watson now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Watson, they set up the screen to pin him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Houston set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Watson on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On 1st down, Watson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Quick throw caught by Godwin. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive.
The 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Dancing to his left. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his private...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Shaquille Barrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Will Fuller.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Oh, Wilson going to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. To throw is Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on that play.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Wilson pass intercepted.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he is tackled inside the 49. Right to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Shaquille Barrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, Fuller brings it in over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 11.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.